Evening, everyone. Welcome to Tuesday's Facebook Live. It should be Monday, but Monday was a busy day, so I've gone to Tuesday this week. 6th of February here, and it's really cold, it's raining, and I think the weather is about to turn. So I'll just wait for some more people to join and we will get going. Do leave a comment as you join. Hi Joanna, hi Mum, hi Darcy from Winnipeg in Canada. Thanks for joining us today. It's 8:30 in the evening here. Children have gone to bed. It's all very calm. It's lovely. And I've escaped to the bottom of my garden for a little bit of time with you all. Tonight I thought I would share with you a little sneak peek of my card class in February. It's a bundle that, must admit, didn't jump out of the catalogue to me, but the more I've used it, the more I felt inspired. So I hope you'll be able to see that from the cards. Booking is still open until the 8th of February. And you can join both online or in person. You can purchase a kit, or you can just purchase the measurement guide with the video content. So there's lots of different options. You can find out more information on my website, which is staceymarsh.co.uk. So tonight, I'm not only going to share with you the sneak peek of February's card class, but I'm also going to have a little play with some products that have been on my desk that I've purposely built my next spotlight class around, because I don't really know where to start with it. So I thought it was an excuse to make me use it. So I'm hoping you guys will inspire me tonight. As always, do pop your comments and questions in. I'll try and keep up with those as we get going. I'll try and be live with you for about 45 minutes to an hour, and we will attempt to make a couple of cards. Although given what I've just said, we may only make one. So no pressure, and don't judge me if we only get to one card. I'll move my camera over to my desk so that you can see what I'm making. And as I mentioned before, do ask questions, do comment along as we craft, and feel free to chat amongst yourselves as well. Hi Carol and hi Sophie, who have just joined. Okay, so let's start with a little sneak peek of February's card class. So February's card class, I'm using the Lighter Than Air suite, and my classes always make 5 cards. So this is the cards for February. You're going to see a sneak peek here, and they're not going to see them until the end of the month. So do commit them to memory. As I mentioned at the beginning, my card class you can join either online or in person. The in-person event takes place here just up the road from me in Kent and in Iwade, and it takes place on the 26th of February in the afternoon. Or you can join in online. If you join in online, then you'll be sent the video content and the measurement guide, and you can follow along with those guides at a time that is convenient for you. So you don't have to be available at a specific time. You can just catch up with those as and when you're ready. You can dip in and out. There's options to purchase kits, there's options to purchase product, and booking will close on the 8th of February. So these are the cards I've made. I've used all the elements of the suite. I've used the stamps, the dies, the papers, the embellishments, and the twine. And I've really enjoyed putting those cards together. I sat and did them yesterday afternoon, and it just flowed really, really nicely. I think what helps for me is the colours. The colours are my colours. So I really did feel inspired. I probably could have carried on and got to about 6 or 7, but I had to stop because work was in the way. So that's February's card class. Let me know any comments that you have, any questions you might have about joining in or taking part. As I mentioned, booking closes on the 8th of February, and as soon as I have kits sent to me from Stampin' Up, I will get those packaged up and sent out to you. They usually come out in the last week of the month. So that is a little sneak peek of February's class. And today, let's talk about what we're going to play with today. I'm going to use this stamp set. This is the Planted Paradise stamp set. I'll just find out what page it's on in the catalogue. I think the catalogue is indoors. Let's see if I've got a spare one. Probably do, yeah, I do. Okay. So Darcy's put, not a big fan of this suite, but your cards are beautiful. Thank you, Darcy. I must admit, I felt the same when I first looked at it. It was only when I started having a little play yesterday that I thought, no, I do like this. And I really enjoyed a couple of hours just sitting crafting, having a play, and it's what fills my cup, shall we say. Okay, so Planted Paradise, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Planted Paradise, you will find on page 47 of the mini catalogue, and it's here. So it is a, let me get this right. It is a reversible stamp set. I wanted to say double-sided, which means the same thing, but the Stampin' Up term is reversible stamp set. So the way that this set works, it's all very clever. You have one sheet of images, okay? One side of the stamp has the detail on. You then flip it over on your block, and the other side is a block image. So I've not played with one of these sets before, so this is going to be new for me as well as it is you guys. Images are a really nice size. So if you think this is an average card size, and that's the size of that stamp. So it's a really decent size. There's no sentiments in this set. So I've actually picked up this little free celebration stamp set, Heartfelt Hellos. You can earn this for free during the month of February for when you place an order before shipping of £45. It's got some really useful sentiments. We've got Dad, you're the best, love you more, hello, enjoy your day, happy Mother's Day, and thinking of you this Easter. So I picked that up thinking that's probably quite a nice little stamp set to pair with it. I've also picked up my Dots and Spots die, which I absolutely love. I've picked up the mini alphabet dies, which is actually on the same page. And I've picked up some colours. So I've gone with Smoky Slate, Petal Pink, Soft Seafoam, Cajun Craze, which is a bit left wing, but I think I took inspiration from here, and Boho Blue. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me again. Okay. And the last thing that I've picked up is an embossing folder. Maybe I lie, maybe I haven't picked that up. I thought I had. It was a rope embossing folder. Here it is. It's not even out of the packet. Twisted Rope 3D embossing folder. So I picked that up as well. So let's have a little start, shall we? Like I said, page 47 of the mini catalogue is £21. If you purchase it with the dies, the mini alphabet dies, which doesn't coordinate with it, but they're on the same page and are really useful, you'll be eligible for a free celebration item. So Carol, bless you. Thank you very much, Carol. Much appreciated. You saw the colours, the papers yesterday, and love the colours. That was about the February's cards. And can you tell me how big the alphabet dies are? Of course I can, Sophie. So let me take them out of the little case. So the mini alphabet dies are in height. So the whole thing, the whole die is roughly 13.5 centimetres tall by 7.5 centimetres wide, and each letter is 2 centimetres in height. So here's a little rough idea of what it looks like. This is a card I made during last week's live. So this is how it would look on a card. Okay. I didn't think I would be too into it, but I have used it quite a lot. And it is really handy for personalising things. So for the children's classes that you run, I reckon the children would love it. Do have a little think of it. It also comes with the sort of add-on dies. So you've got some punctuation here, and you've got the characters for different languages, or some of them there. So you've got the little accents as well that can go above the letters. So quite useful. Hi Zaina, thank you for joining us this evening. We are just about to get started. So that's it in the catalogue. Let's close that down, pop that over there, and let's start adding some of these to the block, shall we? stamping off that back sheet. So let's put some of these on blocks. So this is a D block. These are the blocks that come in the kits. They're so handy. I've got quite a few of them now. So let's just pop these on. You can feel which side is the right way because you can feel where the detail is. Okay. The best thing that I can recommend you having to hand with this stamp set is a stamp cleaner, either a stamp cleaner or a chamois, whichever one you prefer. My preference is always a stamp cleaner, although for my Sims I have just invested in chamois for my next retreat. So I'm going over to the dark side, ladies. Now I'm just putting most of these stamps onto blocks. I am running low on blocks because I've got quite a few classes underway at the moment. And then I think I'm going to leave these. Let's leave those on there. So let's put the stamps to one side. And let's have a little think about how we want these cards to look. I'm going to do what I would call a simple card design to start with. So I'm going to just get myself some stamping done onto some white card, I think. Okay, let's just bring in my trimmer. Down there. I'm going to cut myself just a basic layer. So I'm going to go with 9.5 centimetres wide by 13.9 centimetres tall. And let's stamp some of these images. So I'm just going to grab for myself a little bit of scrap grid paper. Now, when you've got a new photopolymer stamp set, I would always recommend, because sometimes there can be a little bit of a film on these photopolymer stamps. It's where they come off the cutting line. So you really want to just have a little practice stamp on some grid paper, some copy paper, whatever you've got. And it just will get the, how do I say it? It will kind of condition the stamps, so to speak. So I'm just going to stamp this in Cajun Craze. So that is my outside image. I haven't got a stamping mat underneath me. I'm just going to give this a little clean. So that's the detail. Turn it over. Put it back on the block. And then give it another press. Yeah, we're definitely going to need a stamping mat underneath these. Stamping mats are basically a piece of foam. It's a foam mat, and you can find these on the online store. You can find them in the annual catalogue, and it just helps your image come out as it's meant to come out. It gives you a little bit of give when you're stamping. So that's that one side. I'm going to turn it over. My stamp is now stuck in the ink. And line that up again. And stamp. And you get a bit of detail inside that, which is really hard to see because it's so dark. But we'll get going. I'm going to try it with a stamping off. So this is just a regular stamp cleaner. I've had these since I joined over 10 years ago. I just use it with a stamping mist. And not only does it clean your stamps, but it will condition them as well. So it is the best thing to use when you're cleaning your stamps. Clean that side as well. Okay, so now let's try and remember this is the detailed side. Let's stamp off now. So I'm going to stamp once over here and then stamp again. So that's I'll get myself in the right way in a minute. Right, so this is second generation. So that's my outline at the bottom. Turn it over. Now I'm going to ink that up again. Oh, my stamp is stuck in the ink again. That's better. And then pop that down. Like so. So that gives you a better idea of what it looks like. But you can get away with either side. So now I've got to grips with how these stamps work. Let's give it another little clean. Let's make it a start. I'm just going to grab a little napkin to dry my stamp afterwards. Okay. Might be one of those evenings, ladies and gents. Right, okay. So let's do a little bit of stamping here. Now I want the pattern side. So I'm going to cut this out. Like so. So that's a nice little bowl, isn't it? And I want my scissors. Where are my scissors? I had them a moment ago. It may be one of those evenings, ladies. Let's see where they are. They're right in front of me on my wall. Okay, so let's cut this out now. So they're really nice to cut around. And I love that there's like a bit of definition built into them as well. So there's my bowl. Now let's stamp some leaves. So leaves wise, I've got some of these big leaves. So let's go with that one as that side and let's turn this one over. So I'm going to get a selection of greens. I've got old olive. So let's go old olive for the detail. Okay. Give this a little clean. Hi, Jordan. From North Dakota. You subscribe to my channel. How's my day going? My day's going really well, thank you. Really well. It's nearly over here. It's nearly bedtime. So I've done that in that colour. I'm now going to use soft seafoam. And I'm going to turn the stamp over. And I'm going to stamp this side. So this just gives me, so it's not symmetrical, this stamp, but it kind of doesn't matter. So that's given me a little bit of detail colour on there. And now with this one, I'm going to do it again the same. So this one here, dot on my stamp. 2 and 3. Okay, so I'm going to cut these out now. Sadly, there are no dies, but it's all part of the fun. Now, the reason I am quite taken with this stamp set is because I am a huge lover of houseplants. They are everywhere in my home. They make me happy. They make the air better. And I enjoy making houseplant themed cards. So let's start to trim these round. Nearly there. Let's cut all these out. Zaina's put, hi Belinda Green. Oh, hi Belinda. You'll love the new kit then. Oh, I do like the new kit. Yes, I have lots of ideas for that kit. And as you know, I do love me a framed project. Frame projects also make me very happy. Right, so there I have some leaves. Let's put my rubbish to one side. And I'm going to bring my little plant pot in. So this is going to give me lots of different options for my plant. Lovely. So I'm going to put this together. I'm going to pop myself a line of glue just along that edge, and what that will do is that will give me the chance to just pop my leaves on the back. This is really handy for doing things like this because you don't get as messy as you could. And you can kind of maneuver things around quite nicely. Like so. I think I can get away with one more leaf in there. So can I get it on this little bit of scrap? Let's hope so. I'm going to do one of these ones. Lovely. The new plant kit looks beautiful. It does. I don't think it's... Is it available here at the moment? I don't... When I logged on the other day, I didn't think it was. Or is it not launching yet? I must admit, I get a little bit confused by the online exclusives. Okay, so let's put that one in there. Perfect. So that is my pot. Now, I would like to create this into a hanging planter, but first I'm going to emboss my background here. So this is the Twisted Rope embossing folder, and it's a 3D one, so you just need to use 2 plates to emboss this. So pop your card in like so. And then I'm going to use just plate number 1. It is a lot to get your head around, it really is, and I must admit, I probably would get my head around it if I read it in more detail, but I'm quite lazy. I like someone to tell me what's going on. Here we have a little twisted rope embossing folder, and this is really pretty actually. Really pretty. It goes with the fishing set. I think it's going to be a nice little addition for this here. Okay, so I'm going to use some linen thread. Well, actually, this isn't linen thread. I don't even know where it came from. No, I don't know where it came from. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this about there, and then using my take your pick tool, I'm going to just put a hole in the card. Don't think about it too much, just do it. So I'm going to put this that in there, and I'm going to stick that down. So, and I want to bring that down. Oh, it's really raining out there now. That down to about there. I'm going to do me another little hole. Pop that through my card and stick that down. And then I want another piece. And I want to put that in there and stick that bit down. Okay. And then this is going to come down to a similar level. That there. Feed that through and stick that down. So this is my little hanging planter card. There we go. So I can now disguise that behind there and angle my leaves a little bit more if I need to just hide those holes. And then I can stick that down with a little bit of double-sided tape. You've had sheep lambing tonight. Oh my goodness. Oh, Shaz. We had the first lambs born in the village last week, and they really are just adorable. I hope they all go well for you, Shaz. Zaina's put really cute. Not sure, are you talking about the card, Zaina, or the lambs? So now let's just put that on there. Okay, so there is the start of my hanging planter card. Both, oh, bless you. Now, let's do a little sentiment, shall we? So we've got love you more here. Hello, enjoy your day. I think I'm going to go with enjoy your day. And I want a little bit of soft seafoam card. I think I've got a little bit of spare here. I was using it yesterday. I do have a little bit of spare. So let's stamp this down. Let's see what it comes out like on green first. I may have to feature this card in the class as well, because I'm quite pleased with how it's come out so far. It's definitely coming out how I envisaged when I started it, or before I started it. So I've got enjoy your day. I'm going to trim that down into a little banner. has anyone else purchased this set yet? Do let me know in the comments. So I've got enjoy your day. I don't actually like the green. No, Mum doesn't have this set. So I'm going to stamp it on the white. I'm going to stamp in black. There's my lid. There's my lid. Oh, no, but tempted to. Oh, sounds like a challenge. I think it's a stamp set with lots of possibilities. You could even use it for scrapbooking and memory keeping. Now, let's just trim this down now. I quite like that. What do you reckon? It's quite clean, isn't it? So let's grab a little card base now. Do we do a card base in grey? I think we do. So card base, let's do a score of 14.9 and a cut at 10.5 for my card base. Okay, so because I've put quite a lot on the back of that, I am going to pop it on with some dimensionals just to raise it ever so slightly. Just 5. Lovely. Now I'm going to just scrunch that top corner because I do love me a little bit of scrunching. Probably should have done this before. I'll put it on the card, but never mind. If I do this in any of my classes, my customers absolutely hate it. I really upset them when I do this, and they all refuse to do it. So funny. Enjoy your day. I'm pleased with this. It's come out really nice. Zaina won't do it. I don't know what you're missing. There we go. Let's just pop a little layer inside. Let me know what you think in the comments. So let's do this. This was 13.9, wasn't it? 13.9 by 9.5. I always like to make the outside measurement the same as the inside. Okay, there we go. That is the first card of the evening. I'm just going to have a little tidy down. move some bits around, make room on my desk for the next card. And we're doing okay. It's 10 past, so let's see if we can make a quick card before I say goodnight to you all. Right, let's have a little drink. Much better. Right, so for card number 2, I think I'm going to use a little bit of this soft sea foam. So let's go 9.5 again. And let's go 9.5 by 13.9. So I'm using the same measurement. And this time I think I'm going to do a little bit of background stamping. So on here you've got a really nice little mini leaf that looks like this. So let's stamp it first. Just show you what it looks like. So that's what it looks like. Okay. I'm going to stamp it in soft sea foam because I want it to be sort of muted in the background. Now, because this is a smaller image, I don't necessarily need a Stampin' mat. So let's just stamp this sort of all over. And what you get is a sort of tone on tone look. Quite nice. Now here, earlier I cut off a sort of a wider piece. I've got that wide piece and I've got this wide piece. I feel like that is too small and that is too thick. So let's just trim that down ever so slightly. So that's currently just over 6 centimetres. So let's do 4. 4 feels like a nice in between. Lovely. So that's going to go on there. Now let's just build a nice little plant pot, shall we? Let's grab me some white card. And I'm going to make this. I'm going to do a little smoky slate plant pot. When I do my lives, I always like to keep my card designs quite similar. And my theming quite similar. So I've got a little grey flower pot, and I've got a little, looks like some sort of just trio of leaves. Where did my olive go? Let's grab old olive. Nice. Okay, so that's plant pot number 1. Here is a bigger plant pot. So this one I'm going to do in Cajun Craze. So, close that ink pad before I put my hand in it. And then here I've got this image. Oh no, let's go for this one. This will turn it into a bit of an aloe vera type plant. So I've got that one. And I've got one that goes the other way. So here I'm going to use sort of first and second generation, I think. I don't like that. That's really not gone very well. So let's do another one. I mean, it's not too bad, but I don't like how it's been lined up on the edge of the plant pot. So let's go again. I think I'm going to do this one here. Just trying to swap some stamps over. Okay, so let's stamp the leaves first, maybe. Yeah, I know what you mean. Right, let's cut this out. I'm going to practice with the aloe one. Just following this around, leaving a little white border. I've got to make 8 cards by Saturday for some swaps. I am going to a team stamping day, which is with my Stampin team, called the Pinkies. It's actually Michelle Last's team. It's the team that I joined many years ago. So I'm going to an event there. So I need to make some swaps, and I might use this set actually. Just going to cut this out a little bit roughly. Okay, let's just get this done. So there are my 2 stamps, my 2 images. So I've got myself a grey card base. So that's kind of how it's coming along. What do we think? Do we think yay? Do we think nay? I'm going to cut myself just a little bit of Cajun Craze. I could watch you fussy cut all day, oh bless you. So my layer is 9.5. I'm going to take that by 3mm. So I want 9.8. I just want a teeny tiny little layer between the grey and the green. And this should hopefully do just the trick. Let's just bring this back in. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? Oh, thank you for inspiring me to use this stamp set more. You're very welcome, Monique. It's lovely to have you here with us. Enjoy Croughton. I shall indeed. It's been a while since I saw But it feels like it's been a while since I saw everybody. I'm very much looking forward to that. And that little layer. Okay, let's put that on. Right, that's exactly what I needed. Now this, I'm going to put this on, but I want to tie a little bit of ribbon around it, or a little bit of twine. So I'm going to cut this at 10.5 centimetres, which is the width of my card. And then I want to grab a little punch. I want this punch here. So this little punch here is really handy for just creating some little notches for your ribbon. So that's roughly, I'm going to measure this actually. So this is 4 centimetres by 4 centimetres, isn't it? Sorry, it's 4 centimetres wide. So I want to put that there. And this is where grid paper really is so good. So 1, 2, I'm going to put a little mark at 2, turn it round, and put a little mark at 2. And you're not going to see this because you're going to cut it off. Okay. So take your punch and you want to put it in so that you can just notch out a little bit. And what this will do is this, we're going to do the same the next side. This will give you a little area for your twine to sit in. Okay. So then now grab your twine, which is here. I'm going to pull that through there. I'm going to secure it one side with some tear and tape. I'd be lost if this product gets stopped. What product is that, my lovely? Now let's stick that down. So let's grab some dimensionals. Which are here. Now this ribbon, or this twine, it's not linen thread, it's one that came in the Christmas countdown kit, grid paper. Oh, I would be as well. I love my grid paper. So this twine, it's a little bit thicker than linen thread. It's lovely. I'm going to put that towards the bottom of my card. Oh gosh, you can hear the rain really coming down out there. You can pull that through if you need to. I'm going to leave that just like that for the moment while I put my other bits and pieces on my card. And secure that with a bit of tear and tape. And then now we can put this down. So let's do one there and one there. So that's on. And I'm going to put this one on as well. Quite pleased with this, guys. Now bring that put that in place for a moment. I now want to try and tie this. And put that in there. My little ribbon. I thought you had a fish tank with water flow, not rain. Oh no, it's definitely rain out there tonight. So that's my ribbon, and now I just need a sentiment. Now bringing back this stamp set, we've got hello. I feel like hello could go on there. Let's try it, shall we? Let's stamp that onto the white card. I'm going to stamp with black again, because then, again, like I said at the beginning, I'm using similar products on each card. Stamp that down. Let's fussy cut around this. It would be a nice set of gift cards, Monique, you're right, yeah. Just need to make a few more now. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. So now let's attempt to put this on there. There's quite a lot of depth on this card, so I definitely wouldn't be popping this one in the post. Let's just put a little, we want two under there actually. Okay, I'm pleased with that. So there we have card number 1 and card number 2. Let me know which card you prefer. While you are telling me in the comments, I will just put a side piece inside my card. And here I've got, let's see if this is wide enough. No, that's it. I'm just hoping to get away with that. Oh, I've just finished a whole pack of basic white card. Darcy's put love both. Can't say that, Darcy, you've got to choose one. Number 2, but they are both great. Thank you, Sue. So let's just mount these two together. This one's definitely got more of a sort of more luxurious feel to it because it's got so much card in it. Oh, okay then, number 2, bless you. Right, whilst you're there, I'm just going to finish this off with a couple of little things, which is a couple of little embellishments, which I feel like will just bring these together quite nicely. Now here I've got some brushed brass butterflies. I don't like saying that, it's a bit of a mouthful. I think these are retired now, but I absolutely love them, and I think this might just finish it off nicely. I'm going to put a couple of little ones on here. I'm going to put a couple on here as well. And there we have it. That's my 2 cards all finished. They're in the main catalogue. Oh, that's good to hear. I thought they'd gone. I will keep hold of those for a little bit longer then. So just to recap, tonight we have made 2 cards using the Planted Paradise stamp set. I'm just clearing up the decks a little bit. 2 cards with the Planted Paradise stamp set. I've used similar colour theme on both cards. You've got Smoky Slate, Cajun Craze, Old Olive and Soft Seafoam. So a really nice set of colours, perfect for creating your little houseplant mix. For this one here, I've created a little hanging card. It is, I have used twine on the background of that to make it a little bit more 3D. You do have these images in this stamp set that you could stamp directly on to create the hanging planter. I wanted to go a bit more 3D. And then on this card, I've created 2 little plant pots full of plants. You've got some background stamping detail. I've shown you a little technique there to include your ribbon and stamped image cut out. And you've got the same layering inside as you have on the outside. So as I mentioned at the beginning, everything I've used is available to purchase from my online store. This stamp set is the theme of my March stamp spotlight class. The spotlight class runs every week. On a Tuesday, a new video will get launched on my YouTube channel for you to watch at any time that's convenient to you. If you purchase the kit, you will be able to make the cards exactly as I've designed them. You can choose the stamp set, or you can choose the kits on their own. It's entirely up to you. Booking for that is open now and will close on the 8th of February. Information about that is on my website, staceymarsh.co.uk. And I will leave you all there to enjoy the rest of your Monday evening or daytime, wherever you are in the world. If you don't already subscribe, please do hit subscribe before you leave tonight. You'll be notified of future tutorials as they get published. And that's it from me, guys. All I've got left to say is have a great week. I will be live on Thursday lunchtime with my Thursday Lunch Club, which is an exciting opportunity for us to craft together. Watch out for me sharing details tomorrow for things to bring with you so you can craft along with me. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye for now.